So, I want to play a game.
One-on-one?
Do you remember? No, no
Okay,
more.
okay.
Do you remember?
Do you remember? Okay.
All right. Do you remember the time I called you asking about what you thought about getting traded to Toronto? And would you be opposed to be playing behind Steve Nash if he was on the team?
We had a whole conversation in depth. I remember where I was standing. I was standing outside on my deck during the call, and I was not excited about it. And you was like, yeah, you should be mad about it because if they wanted Steve Nash to be the starting point guard, that's not what you want. And you challenged me, and luckily he didn't come. So yes, I remember, yes.
And I'm gonna tell you what else I remember. Out of all the point guards we went through and we said, I asked you your top 10 point guards.
Yeah.
And you named the top 10. I won't give you the list because I don't quite remember, but Steve was one of the names that you said that you had enough respect for that you wouldn't mind playing alongside or backing him up because you would learn so much.
Right.
So I remember that time.
That was one of the things where I said, I didn't want to be a backup, but if it was going to be to anyone, I wasn't happy about it. If it would have fell through, then, if it would have happened, I would have been like, shoot, I'm going to learn from him a couple years and then grow. But, yeah, Steve was two-time MVP, great, one of the best shooters, playmakers, best leaders. It was one of the things where I was like, hell yeah, I would have. But I didn't want to be the backup at that time because I was coming off a couple good years of being a starter.
Right. So from that kid, that mentality, that was probably the first time I ever witnessed you give somebody credit like that. But that person that you were then, and you are today, what's the difference?
Understanding that you don't have to be so aggressive all the time, understanding that you do need help, understanding that everything's a journey. It ain't gonna just happen right away. It's never just gonna be like that. Knowing that you need everybody on your team to be successful. You gotta communicate better. Take a lot of the onus on yourself also.
Now I'm thinking, once again, do you remember the days we used to work out in the gym a little bit?
Yeah.
But you used to get up so early I couldn't always make it. But
we gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
you
right.
used to make it sometimes.
Sometimes. But do you remember, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what I remember.
Okay.
I remember you telling me, I want to be a starter.
Mm-hmm.
You became a starter.
Mm-hmm.
You told me I want to be an all-star. You became an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
4 times?
4 times now.
Yeah, 4 times.
4 times now.
You didn't tell me this, but every player wants it. I want to get paid.
I ain't tell you that.
You didn't tell me that, but you got paid.
Hey, that came with the winning an all-star, the starter.
So you got paid.
Yep.
So that's 3 things you told me you want to do that you accomplished. The last thing you told me last year, going to free agent, I want to win a championship. How are you going to go about doing that?
I think just being a better basketball player and being a better leader and understanding that there's ups and downs, but as a pro, you stay level, you stay consistent. You understand that at the end of the day, you need 15 guys, you need your teammates, you need everybody. You need a guy like this guy's about to walk up on us to be a leader and, our old head. Look, our old head.
Oh, yeah, you got a job.
I'm trying to.
You got a job.
Can I get a loan?
No.
You got whatever. Miles, what up, man? You got
it. What's up, y'all?
Yo, man, you interrupting my interview.
No, we can knock out two stones with one bird. Oh, is it 2 birds with 1 stone?
This guy. 2 stones with 1 bird.
He can't count. Y'all know that.
This guy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I get in?
Yeah, come on.
We reminiscing right
get
now. We reminiscing.
I'm trying
Do
to
you
know
remember?
things up.
Do you remember what I told you about him and what I wanted to do with him?
Yeah, I remember. And that was another part of the question. Yeah, you want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead. Since he's here.
You told me your goal was to make him an all-star.
I think you told me that.
That was before I even played the game with him. And at that point, make him an all-star was aggressive. Help him be an all-star because I seen it. Because the year before we played in Houston, you had your career high. And I was like man, he's so good. And I didn't know him. And I was just like, when I got traded there, that was one of the biggest things. I want to help him be the all-star.
And that speaks a lot because the selfishness was out of there from the door.
Yeah.
And I knew what type of kid he was, and I knew he was going to invite anybody that could help him and his attitude. So we were playing a game I remember, right? I like to reminisce because I'm old, and that's all I got. But do you remember the 2009 draft?
Yeah.
And you were projected to be a top 5 pick, and you suddenly dropped. Could you tell the whole world why you dropped?
I didn't drop.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Look,
You're supposed to be top 5.
Can
You
I-
went 9.
All right, let me tell this story. You cut the bottom of your jeans? Look, let me tell this story. I was on her. You did that time. I was top 5 and dropped. Like,
My bad.
I was sorry.
Jeans nice though.
Listen, I came in to work out for selected few teams.
Right.
A lot of the teams in the top 10 I didn't work out for. Worked out for Toronto Raptors. You was there. I worked out against you. We went head-to-head, one-on-one. I got some buckets. You hit a bucket or 2. But y'all put me through a hard workout. After that workout, they told me they was going to take me if I was available. Come draft time, I was available. I wanted to be available.
Okay.
And I wouldn't like it.
Okay.
And here we are today. I wouldn't change a thing.
9 years later.
That's the story you had. It's a different story, but I'll go forward with that. I got a question for you. Watching you mature, you know, as players, some people say you got the total package, you got game, or you got the goods. Your game has evolved to where it is today. Have you always had the goods and you just didn't display it at times, or you display it at times, or you just get better year after year and you focus on that?
I think it was a little bit of both things because, you know, coming into the league, it was one of them feelings to where, you know, you was the man all through high school, college, and you get to the league, and now you're around all these older guys, and you're not sure what you could show or what you could do. So it kind of make you timid and hesitant on a lot of things that you normally do. So it puts you in a box to where once I'm free, I'm gonna be able to show and work on and get better at the things I know I could do. So it was one of them process that took a while, but I understood that. You know, I didn't try to rush it. You know, I just started working on it and hiding my game. So when I did show it, it wasn't nothing new to me. You know, so it was one of them type of things.
So what's the mindset coming into this season for Kyle and DeMar? I know you guys talked throughout the summer. I know you guys had a game plan. What was the mindset for you two coming into the season?
I think. Go ahead.
Honestly, you know, for us, we take things we do on the court so personally, and try to figure out ways to make me better, for me to make him better, vice versa, in so many ways. So once we get back to work, we know us. Now let's bring the same thing out of everybody else around us.
Right.
You know, and we always figure out a different level on how to do that because, you know, when we get knocked down, we get knocked down.
Yeah.
It ain't one or the other, you know, and
It's us.
you know what I mean? We always learn to pick ourselves back up, and just something like that speaks so much for us to continue to grow and know how to win and know how to get to what we got to get to. So,
What about you?
I think it was what we talked about also was just buying in. Just doing it. No matter whatever they want to try, let's do it. And go from there. And I think we've both done a great job of just buying in and playing and understanding that they want to do something different as an organization, as a team, and we've just bought in.
I think I look at it as a fan and as people that admire both of you guys and try to help both of you guys. For a while, the Raptors was known as Kyle and DeMar show, the best backcourt. I might have been culprit of that, starting that stuff, because in the barbershops in Philly, that's all I was saying. I was arguing all day.
All day, all night?
Yeah. You know how we do in Philly. But I think the team success now is so different. It's still, you know, the Kyle and DeMar show, but you hear more about
Our bench.
everyone else, the bench.
I think that's
the other players.
It's a great point because now it's just not about us. It's never just been about us to us. People on the outside said that, but now people on the outside understand that those second unit guys, those 13, 12, 11, 10 guys, you know, those guys are great for us. Devon, Fred, Yacht, CJ, Pascal, OG. Everybody's been great for Norm. Everybody's been great for us.
same thing.
Hey, I just want to thank y'all.
Appreciate all
The
that.
opportunity to hold down Toronto, making me look good. I'm proud of y'all, man. Keep continued success.
Appreciate all that.
For sure.
Cut.